The FIFA World Cup 2026 starts in just 5 days right here, on American soil. The biggest sporting event in the history of the planet. 48 teams, 104 matches, billions of fans worldwide. But here's what FIFA, the media, and the US government don't want you talking about. This World Cup is a mess, and I'm going to prove it to you in the next 5 minutes. Point 1. Trump's travel ban. Let's start with the one that should make every football fan furious. FIFA's official motto, and I want you to remember this, is "Football unites the world." So explain this to me. The United States has a travel ban covering 39 countries. 39 countries. That's hundreds of millions of people who cannot get a visa to enter the USA. And here's where it gets wild. 4 of those countries have actually qualified for the World Cup. Iran, Haiti, Ivory Coast, Senegal. Think about that. Haiti qualified for the World Cup for the first time since 1974. 52 years. Their players trained through disasters, through poverty, through everything, and they made it. But their own fans, banned from watching them play. A Senegalese fan named Jibril Guy said it best, quote, "If that's the case, they shouldn't agree to host the World Cup." He's right. You cannot claim football unites the world and then ban the world from showing up. Point 2. ICE agents inside stadiums. Now let's talk about what's happening inside the stadiums. ICE agents, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, will be present at World Cup venues across the U.S. The LA County Sheriff confirmed it just days ago, and this caused something remarkable to happen. At SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, where the USA plays their first match, 96% of the 2,000 stadium workers voted to go on strike. 96%. That's basically unanimous. A stadium cook named Isaac Martinez said, and I'm quoting directly, "I should have no role in these games." Why are they scared? Because FIFA required all stadium employees to submit their personal data before the tournament. Workers with visas, green cards, work permits, they're terrified that data goes straight to immigration authorities. One worker named Yolanda Fierro said, "Myself and my coworkers are a little bit scared of coming to work. This is the World Cup, the celebration of the beautiful game, and the people serving you food and drinks at the stadium are scared to show up for work." Let that sink in. Point 3. Ticket prices. Okay, you survived the travel ban. You survived the ICE issue. You want to actually go to a game. How much is that going to cost you? At the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, the cheapest final ticket was around $500. At World Cup 2026, the cheapest available final ticket through official channels is over $4,000. That's not a typo. $4,000. For the most expensive seats, try $10,990 for one ticket to one game. FIFA introduced something called dynamic pricing for the first time in World Cup history. Basically, the same model airlines and concert promoters use, where prices go up as demand rises. Fan groups called FIFA straight-up scalpers. The Fan Support Europe organization said, and this is a direct quote, "The cheapest final ticket is 7 times the price of the 2022 equivalent. Asterisk. And get this, FIFA originally advertised $60 tickets for the group stage. But fan groups say that entire inventory was sold out before general public sales even opened. So you saw $60 tickets advertised, and by the time you clicked, they were gone. That's not just expensive, that's bait advertising." Point 4. The pitches are awful. And finally, the actual football itself might be terrible, because the pitches are bad. A Senegal training video went viral this week. Players kept throwing the ball down and it barely bounced. It looked like a mattress. Jude Bellingham, one of the best players in the world, said the pitches are, quote, "not great at all." PSG's coach Luis Enrique said the ball was jumping around like a rabbit. He literally said, "I can't imagine an NBA court being full of holes." And because this World Cup is being played in the American summer, in cities like Miami, Dallas, and LA, the heat is so extreme that FIFA had to add 3-minute cooling breaks mid-game. Argentina's midfielder Enzo Fernandez admitted he felt dizzy during matches. So fans who spent $4,000 on a ticket might watch players getting dizzy on a bouncy castle pitch in 100-degree heat. This is fine. Everything is fine. Look, I love the World Cup. I am hyped for the football starting. The goals, the drama, the upsets, nothing compares to it. But we can love the game and still call out the people running it. FIFA chose to host this tournament in a country with a travel ban on 39 nations. They introduced pricing that locked out working-class fans. They required stadium workers to hand over their data. And they approved pitches that players are already complaining about. The World Cup is supposed to belong to everyone, not just the people who can afford a $4,000 ticket and clear a travel ban, and aren't scared to walk into a stadium. If you think FIFA needs to be held accountable, drop a comment below. And if you want me to cover every USMNT match this tournament with breakdowns just like this, hit subscribe. We're just getting started.